I'm pretty sure the trains that run on this line are active. Oh my god, there's a fucking train right there. Hey, how the fuck are ya? I put new headlights on my car tonight and I want to go out and take some photos of it. And I wasn't really planning on even on modifying it, but since owning the car, I've had it for almost a year now. I've put mud flaps on it, I've tinted the rear tail lights, and I've got these new headlights for it, which look fucking sick. And hopefully I can get a new steering wheel for it and a little shark fin for the top part there where the antenna goes. I wanted to shoot the car on some train tracks, but obviously the train station near my house, it has trains running and you can't just... There's not supposed to be a train in the photo, it's just supposed to be parked on the train tracks, and I want to get like a long lens shot looking down the train tracks. You know what I mean? I've got these two lenses tonight, both Sigma. One's an 85mm. Wait, which one's the 85? This one's the 85mm. This one's 1.4, this one's 1.8. We probably won't even need to use those apertures tonight. I'll probably be shooting on f2, but this location's pretty sick. I have taken a few cars here tonight, so let's just go. Dinner tonight. I forgot to wash my car as well. It doesn't really matter because the car's black and I'm just trying to get a photo of the headlights anyways. Ah, this spot would be so sick, but I'm pretty sure the trains that run on this line are active. Oh my god, there's a fucking train right there. Fuck this, fuck this, fuck this. Oh my god, why? Why did I do this alone? Why would any of the boys let me do this alone? Oh, we can go. He's just stopping there. If I get caught, I'm just gonna say I'm train spotting. That road is closed down there. This is fucking impossible. I found another train line. I definitely know it's not active because it was like an old train line that used to run cargo out from the docks of Melbourne. And I haven't properly explored it because who the fuck goes around looking for train tracks to drive on? We could be on here. This is the train line, but it's like completely covered in grass. This side's not as bad. Like you can definitely make out the train line. I think if I reverse the car around and back it up, that would look sick. But I've just got to get the alignment right, and I don't have anyone to direct me, so my car parking skills are gonna have to kick in right now.
Check it.
I think that looks pretty cool, to be honest. Now, I just need to stand really far back and get that long lens shot I was talking about. I think the 135mm might be the lens for this, but I don't know, because the 85 could work quite well too. And I'm gonna have to do 2 exposures. The first photo is a long exposure so we get no noise in it, and then we just need one little quick snap of the lights, and then we can merge them together later. I'm gonna try 135 first because I have a better feeling about that lens. If I don't like the shot, I'll swap to the 85mm, but I have a feeling that the 135 lens is gonna look sick. I want to be as low as possible for this shot. I want to make sure I can exaggerate the train tracks. I'm gonna shoot on f2 because I want the front of the car and the windscreen in focus. I don't really want to separate the focus field of that. So what I like to look at when I'm taking long exposures especially is my light meter. So as you can see, when I correctly expose it to about 6 seconds, the light meter is gonna say, yep, it's gonna say plus over minus 0.0, which means that's correctly exposed. And I put my timer on to 2 seconds, so I take it off like fast mode. My camera's gonna flash for 2 seconds and then take a shot. So that way I know I'm gonna get a stable shot because my hand's not on the camera potentially shaking it around. Oh, that is so sick. 1/8 of a second, f2 ISO 100. We haven't changed the aperture or the ISO. Remember, you don't want your shutter speed too high because then it's going to take a long exposure of the lights. You want to take a quick snap of them. Oh, look at that. So focused. I fucking love these new headlights, man. They're so sick. Open both the photos up in Photoshop here. So you come over to your blend modes here. It's this little drop down menu and hit lighten. And that is literally all you need to do. But the camera's moved like a very slight amount upwards. You can even see like the line here, but it doesn't quite line up. And just use the arrow keys and just bring it down a bit. Save it as a Photoshop file as, yeah, whatever, mate. Just go find the photo in Lightroom, import that shit. Essentially, I'm just gonna come into cars. I'm just gonna chuck a preset over it and we'll do the rest afterwards. I like working with cars night. I think I'm just gonna work with that one. And I'm just gonna play around with it a bit. But before I just go and do whatever with the image, sometimes I like to be a little bit cheeky, come down to transform, and I'm just gonna make the car look a little bit fatter because I wish my car was a bit wider. So I'm just gonna go like -20 on the aspect ratio here. Just makes it look like your car's a little bit wider, okay? But shh, don't tell anyone that. I'm gonna come into my brush tool, I'm gonna paint over the windscreen and drop the exposure because it just looks so much better with tinted windows, I'd say. Drop the exposure right down, and I'm gonna take some clarity out so it feathers the edges a bit. And there you go. Just looks fucking sick, I reckon. Just to let you know, I got the inspiration from another photographer. He actually has a sick car as well. His name's 2J Josh on Instagram. And he's got this fucking sick Supra. It's like completely modified, slammed to the ground. And he takes like really cool photos of it. He's got like a real goth, dark vibe that goes on his Instagram. His car would look fucking sick on train tracks. Probably train tracks better than this one. Like, kind of just looks like pretty shit, but whatever. The ground is way too bright here, so graduated filter, I'm just gonna drag it up here and just drop the exposure right down. Just gonna play around with the tone curve here. I want a bit of fade and I want it to be crushed a little bit because there's a lot of shadows here on the front bumper bar. Anything in the windscreen left over won't show if you crush the blacks a little bit. And I'm also gonna set another control point up here to move the highlights up a bit because I want the highlights to really stand out in the image. I don't know what I'm doing here with the split toning. I'm just trying something out. Yeah, I'm just really playing around right now. I don't know what I want to achieve with this image. Oh yeah, that's it. That's what's making it look shit. It's the yellows. I'm taking the yellows out for sure. And I'm gonna take some saturation out of the blues too. Messing around with the camera calibration, but it looks fucking sick when you like use these settings. So, I don't know. Use those settings. Great tutorial. I'm gonna bring a little bit of vignetting in. And I'm also gonna try a graduated filter from the sky. Yeah, dude, that looks, I actually love the way this looks. I'm pretty happy with that. I reckon that looks really clean actually. There's the before. There's the after. That's just a real quick way to edit the photo, and I don't know, I kind of want to get out and go for a skate, so I didn't rush this, I was just working fast. So if you saw, I used one of my car presets to start off the image with editing. If you want to get those presets that are linked down below, you can click that link or you can head over to streamline.store. All my presets come in a pack of 20, or you can get the combo pack, which comes with Liam's presets. They come in a pack of 40, and every single one of them has a tutorial explaining exactly how to use the presets, how to move the temperatures around, how to up the exposures, how to sort of play around with them and give you a little introduction to them. I've got a few more mods planned for the car. It's just a matter of spending the money now and me just getting over it. I've got some fines I have to pay and shit as well, so I gotta pay off those first, and maybe next month I'll buy some new parts for the car. So there is a few more things to come. If you did like this video, leave a like down below and help me out by hitting subscribe. With that all said and done, I will see you in the next one.